Status report on the evac.
Hulk tore out the bridges. Roads are gone. No evac happening.
We'll get you additional air support. We can fly people out.
That's a negative. Our orders have changed. We're taking a more aggressive stance to secure the country.
Secure? You mean you're taking on the Hulk?
Roger that. Our squad is moving into position now.
No, I told Fury not to launch an assault on Hulk. They're gonna get slaughtered. Listen, Agent, whatever, this is Tony Stark. You have to call off your assault immediately.
The dark forces within Banner are only growing stronger with time. Those men are doomed.
We're now in attack position. We just don't have a visual on the target. Laying down a perimeter.
I'm telling you, get out of there!
Wait, there's movement above. It's Hulk! Oh God, no!
Or maybe we lure Galactus here so Earth might give him a fatal case of cosmic food poisoning.
Any new leads? And Hydra Bye.
Did we just hear what I thought we just heard? I don't want to create a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I'm counting that an unnamed green rage demon whose name rhymes with Hulk is itching for a rematch.
You can owe me one.
No problem.
I hate it when people don't listen to me. I hate it even more when people don't listen to me, and good people die because of it.
I assume you are speaking of Nick Fury.
I warned him, Hunter, multiple times. This isn't the Hulk they're used to. This is something more dangerous. Did he listen? No. Did he think he knew better than me? Of course he did.
Do you know how you are going to handle the Hulk?
Sure, we figure out a way to avoid getting smashed into paste long enough for you to save him like you did with Wanda. If that fails, we shoot him off into outer space. But I think everyone's done listening to me right now.
You still have good ideas. They just have not worked out well recently.
Thanks. They say you're only as good as the last time you saved the world. If that's the case, then I've still got a lot to prove. Maybe I should call Reed and see if he's got any bright ideas. Or Xavier. Or even Namor. It has been too long.
The Hulk is more deadly than he has ever been. Do not forget that.
Believe me, I know. But I can't give up. Because more than anything, I just want my friend back.
Maybe you need a cup of coffee or something?
So this is how it ends. My sister consumes all Transia with demonic energy on my watch.
On all our watch. Wait, we aren't just gonna let that happen, right?
We have the Skull's God Killer.
Which may offer some hope against Lilith, but unfortunately, there are other factors at play.
Some not-so-jolly green factors.
I doubt the Hulk will ever let us get within striking distance of my mother again.
Or Cthulhu's temple.
Hey, I could try fastballing every Stark satellite in the sky at him. Worked once before. Sorta.
Why look to the heavens
Showtime.
when the answer is right in front of you?
Nice entrance.
Indeed.
Hey, it's the Ghost Lady.
Agatha.
Are you? Is this? What the hell is going on here right now?
She's about to get to the good part.
The most powerful creature on Earth isn't on Mount Wondergore. She's the witch of Wondergore. And it's time she went home.
home again. I thought this was supposed to feel warm.
Unfortunately, your old home has got some intruders. Stay strong. I know how hard this will be for you.
For me. Same goes for you, Hunter.
You may find the Hulk is not like you.
I know how to handle it. Don't you worry.
Wundagore, here we come.
Once we take the Hulk out of the equation, there's nothing to stop us from knocking Chthon's temple down to its foundation.
I can think of a few hundred demonic entities and Hydra soldiers who may disagree.
Just give Wanda whatever support she needs. We have to stop the Hulk.
All that time you spent practicing, hour after hour, trying to control your powers. Well, dear, I think you're finally ready to screw it all and let go!
Impossible.
You know how much I dislike that word. Now you see why. Daughter of Transia, at last you return home. Surrender your pain to me, and I will make you whole once more.
My... pain? Yes. Mother. You can have it all!
The only way to stop this is to get Lilith out of that monster's... out of Dr. Banner's head.
That's not going to be easy.
I have done it before. I can do it.
Mother is here to stay, and I couldn't be more pleased.
They have not lost interest.
It's too late to run now.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Her corruption will enthrall you no more.
Is he? Any moment! Ignite her.
Just...
What is it you said, Agatha? Screw it! Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt internum sum iubit dominus! Ego sum tenebris, domum domini precepta!
This is why Sarah has such high blood pressure.
Sure you're okay?
I will be.
So will he.
use your spider sense? That's not fair.
Nope, I'm just better than you.
It has been a long day, so if you are going to reprimand me for acting recklessly, do it quickly.
On the contrary, I've come here to congratulate you. We needed that win. We needed it desperately, and you delivered it to us. I want you to know, no matter what happens, you should feel proud of yourself for what you did today. You put my sister in her place and saved an Avenger while you were at it. You deserve all the kudos you can get.
I am just relieved that we were able to uncorrupt Banner and bring him back safely to the Abbey.
It's a wonder he's even alive after an ordeal like that. It must have been quite an encounter you had with Lilith. I can see it in your collar. It seems to be on its last legs.
Lilith's dark energy did cause the crack in it to deepen. It could use some mending.
Unfortunately, that's impossible. The collar you wear around your neck is irreplaceable. This is it. There are no replacements. It took all my ancestral powers to create it for you. Every last drop. There is nothing left. So in case you were ever wondering why I'm not Super Sarah, now you know. I gave up all my powers to protect you.
Sarah, I did not know. Your sacrifice. I do not have words to express how much it means to me. You are indeed Super Sarah.
You can repay me by doing everything in your power to prevent it from breaking completely.
You have my word. Even if I have to use chewing gum and a paper clip, this collar will hold.
Not sure if that's making me feel any better, but I appreciate the sentiment. I should consult with Agatha in the library, see if there's anything else we should prepare for as the prophecy approaches. I suggest you check in on Banner. I believe he's in the Forge. I have no doubt he'd want to meet the warrior who saved him. Oh, and Hunter, good job today.
All right. I'd like to make a toast. To Wanda, who not only put Lilith back in her place, but brought back our friend Dr. Banner.
If you're here to be angry with me, now's the time to do it. I've been making excuses to people for years, trying to reconcile the great things I've done with the terrible things the other guy has done. But this time I have no excuses. I was the worst monster, not him.
Well, look who's poking around Santa's workshop. Don't mind us. We just wanted to make sure you were getting cozy at your new haunted home away from home.
I guess this is where the yelling starts.
Nobody wants to play the blame game.
Correct. We are here to welcome you back, Bruce, not to yell at you.
Yeah, and to figure out what we need to do if we're going to face Lilith.
Hopefully Bruce has some first-hand knowledge that could help us.
Wanda,
There's no need for apologies. You're back now. You're home.
That's right, feel the feels later. Right now, it looks like Bruce could use a little help.
All I have are ideas right now. Lots of ideas. And no clue how to get started.
Uh-oh. Doc, know what this means?
Could this really be?
Oh, you know it. Time to pull an old-fashioned Avengers all-nighter.
I haven't had one of those since we had to brainstorm ways to smash Ultron sentries a few years back.
I remember that. Good times.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Looks like Stark Enterprises is getting into the Midnight Suns branding trade.
Hey, Hunter.
Check back with us in the morning, Hunter.
Ah. Hey, Hunter. Are you just gonna stand around looking all sullen and demony? Or are you gonna have a drink with me?
I know I speak for the rest of the Avengers when I say thank you. We couldn't save the world without you.
To Wanda! To Wanda!
To Wanda. And the next generation of heroes who so graciously hosted us, the Midnight Suns. There's hope for the future as long as people like you are fighting for it.
Aw, Steve.
Here, here, to the Suns!
To the Suns.
Oh my god, Nico, what are you doing?
Having celebratory drinks with coworkers.
Where is Nico and what have you done with her?
She was too emo and gothy, so I traded her in for a happier, peppier model. Like one of those anarchist cheerleaders.
A cheerleader? Things are worse than I thought.
Oh, calm down. I'm not cheering for a high school football team. I'm cheering for you and Wanda. You two knocked Lilith on her ass and managed to jailbreak Banner's brain and bring him back. You both freaking killed it today. Told you everything would get better once Wanda was back.
The odds do seem to be turning in our favor.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time, I feel kinda hopeful.
I still never thought I would live to see the day.
It's just... we're actually starting to feel like a real family. Maybe a somewhat dysfunctional family with a ton of issues to work through, but still a family.
Does this mean you look upon Tony and Doctor Strange as honorary uncles?
If you mean honorary crazy uncles who cast enchantments and give you useless gadgets for your birthday, then yes.
That sounds slightly irritating, but we both know it could be worse.
Yeah, this might be the first family I've had where we didn't try to murder each other and just annoyed each other to death instead.
Well, here is to this family not killing each other then.
Ha! Here's to being cycle breakers. What are you doing still talking to me? Wanda totally needs your attention.
You sure?
Yeah, I got Cap to keep me company.
Good talking to you, Nico.
You too, Hunter. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it.
Come on, let's toast.
Did you not just have one?
Yeah, but not with you.
What should we toast to then?
I don't know. There's so much to be happy about right now. You pick.
How about to our friendship?
Aw, I like that.
There is no way we would have had our victory today without you.
Oh, come on, that's not true. You could have lifted the corruption from Banner just like you did for me. And by the way, aren't you like literally made to kill Lilith?
I am not the one who sent her flying through the air today. That was all you. So, here's to you, Wanda.
I feel weird drinking to myself.
Well, get used to it, because I predict this will not be the last time people will be toasting to you in this abbey. So, how did it feel to face Lilith again? Was it as easy as you made it look?
I won't lie, I didn't think I could do it.
But you did.
Yeah, feels kind of surreal. You know who I wish was here right now to celebrate?
Who?
My dad and brother. I wonder what they would say if they saw me now. Saw who I grew up to be.
If I were to guess, they would not care about your power or accomplishments. They would be more interested in your happiness.
Then they would be in for a major disappointment, because I'm not a happy person. Not by a long shot.
You seem in good spirits right now.
I am, for the moment. But let's be honest. I am far, far from the perky, well-adjusted sitcom housewife with the 2.5 kids in the house with the white picket fence we idolized growing up in Transia.
Those women were happy trapped behind a white picket fence? That sounds like some sort of medieval female enslavement.
Okay, I concede. In reality, no one is that happy. But on the screen, they represented everything happiness was supposed to be, and everything I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I've been cast as too many different characters in my life, and don't really know who I am, or who I'm supposed to be. Am I Wanda Maximoff, sweet-natured orphan from Transia, or the scary Scarlet Witch? Because hell if I know.
If it matters to you, I think the most important role in life you can play is yourself. In your case, just Wanda.
I need to figure out who this Wanda is first, before I can play her properly.
You will have time for that. I mean, you will have time if Chthon does not consume it first.
Ew, he's planning on eating time too? I heard he was the elder god with the eating disorder, but I thought he had some taste.
He wants to devour everything and redecorate the universe with his image. I am fairly certain that is the very opposite of having taste.
Then we've definitely got to stop him. It's been great knocking back a few, but I should probably finish this drink and find some way to recharge. Fighting your mom really zapped my energy. Besides, I think Steve wants a word.
Get some rest tonight. You have accomplished much today.
You too, Hunter. I'm going to replay this day in my head over and over again for the rest of my life. Like one of my favorite episodes of that Vampire Hunter show.
It just now struck me how relieved I am that Bruce is back here with us. I guess I didn't realize how some part of me must have given him up for lost.
Are you going to be okay?
Me? I'm feeling better than I have in days. Listen, we've all faced our share of defeats and setbacks lately. And trust me, I know we've got a long way to go before we can call it a night. But right now, I want to let you know how proud I am to be serving alongside you and watching your leadership.
That feeling goes both ways, Cap. Your moral character is unparalleled, which is essential in times like this.
Ah, hey. You're gonna make me blush redder than the stripes on my uniform.
It appears that when you feel your feelings, they run quite deep.
I could go on, but I probably shouldn't. There's still so much to do.
And not enough hands to do it.
At least we gained a couple more. Hands, that is. 4 more if you count Bruce and the Hulk as separate people.
Hey, Hunter. Are you looking for Blade? He's, busy.
I keep thinking about Banner's return. He has a long road ahead of him.
Yes, he has returned to normal. Maybe we should celebrate.
Normal? What is normal for people like us? Don't get me wrong. I'm happy those big green fists are on our side. But his path to full recovery will be a long one.
I see. So the problem is we have a brilliant scientist turned monster who must battle his inner demons or face losing control.
Yes, but the Hulk problem is a bit more complicated than that.
I was talking about you.
I see. You are implying that I have something to teach my fellow doctor. I suppose we could compare notes. Very astute, Hunter.
I take it you've talked to Banner.
I have.
How do you think he's readjusting?
I did not know Bruce that well before he fell, but he seems to be reacclimating in his way.
Yes, but is he all right?
In time, I'm sure he will be.
I still can't believe you and Wanda managed to bring him back. As I said before, this is a major win for us. We have the Hulk back on our side. It seems the tables have finally turned on Lilith.
I, too, am cautiously optimistic.
Emphasis on the caution, I hope. Well, I should probably get back to Agatha. She's been reminding me that it's okay to enjoy the wins when they happen. I suggest you do the same.
Next time, how about we do this on the actual moon?
We could, but you might need to hold your breath.
You could hold it for me.
Hi, Hunter.
We were privately discussing strategy. Emphasis on the privately.
Hey, you.
They have a bet going as to whether or not you were... What is the phrase Nico taught me? Ah, yes. Moonwatch and chill.
Ghost Rider or not, Robbie is a dead man. Again.
I'm gonna wrap Peter in a cocoon and roll him down a few off-world mountains.
Everyone's getting a stake with their name on it.
Hunter, I'm saying this as a friend. Get lost.
Hunter, if you don't get out of here now, I'm gonna stake you.
Leaving.
Go away.
I like you, Hunter. Don't make me add you to my kick into a star list.
Get my stakes.
I kind of figured this operation would take a while.
There's 2 months I'll never get back. We better win this thing.
Finally figured that out, did you?
It's green.
And I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Kathan is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto... to her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice. and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
I understand you. More than you know.
That's different. Early in life, you were infused with a power greater than you could control. You fought against the darkness within your whole life, with allies at your side to ground you.
From what little I know of your past, you just described the both of us.
That's different again. I'm old enough to know better. If I'm truly the fourth smartest person on Earth, how could I make such an unjustifiable mistake?
Dr. Banner, we all make destructive choices. What matters is how we rebuild.
I can see why your mother thinks so highly of you. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I removed the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
Okay.
You agree?
I rose from the dead. My mother may actually destroy the world, and the sky is the color of your alter ego. Why should this surprise me?
Well, the thinnest of silver linings here is that Lilith doesn't want to destroy the world. Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
I had questions about the Avengers.
Go ahead.
What do you think of your fellow Avengers?
Before all this, the Hulk and I respect Steve. Strange is fine, but he can aggravate the Hulk. Carol and I don't see eye to eye about where the Avengers should focus our efforts. Still, we're friends outside of work. Plus, she knows how to make Hulk laugh. And Thor, I always appreciate his crass charm. The Hulk likes him because he doesn't need to pull his punches when they're play fighting.
What about Tony?
Ah, Tony. He knows full well the Hulk can reduce him to a fine Salsa mist. Yet he constantly pokes and prods. You'd think he was trying to provoke me. But we both respect him for that. He treats us like any other person. He knows what we are, and he's not afraid.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the Forge immediately.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier. Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative
is too grim to consider.
All right. Then let us find out what this God Killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do with the anvil. Please get us started, Hunter.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holes.
Does slumbering giant refer to Banner, Chthon, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other.
What? After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
Hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me, and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride!
Both you and Blade seem rather unfazed about the imminent invasion of this dimension by a homicidal Elder God.
Oh, this is not the worst Armageddon scenario I've lived through.
Just how many have you been through, Carol?
You mean the end of this world, or are we talking other planets too?
All of the above.
Let's put it this way. I lived through a time literally called the Age of Apocalypse.
That sounds rather stressful.
It was, but there comes a point in every cataclysmic event when you just have to let go and, I don't know, roll with it. All you have to do is be ready to fight for what you care about when the time comes.
So, I am taking it you will be fighting for your cat, Chewie?
Hunter, you remembered my fur baby's name.
How could I forget?
Chewie's my only on-planet family. So yeah, call me a crazy cat lady, but I am not going to let some hangry elder god eat my cat, or your dog. Not on my watch.
We must all draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Pet eating is definitely mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll face Lilith soon enough.
What should I do between now and then?
How you spend your possibly last moments on this version of Earth is your choice. I, for one, have always been curious about what's really under the hood of Robbie's ride, and tonight, I'm determined to find out.
Oops. You look cool, calm, and collected, considering the circumstances.
Keeping a cool head is kind of my thing, but you know that. I'm telling you, Hunter, I don't know what's coming next, but I do know when the shit hits the fan with Chthon, there's no other place I'd rather be than parked right here with my friends.
Carol is lucky to have you in her life.
More like I'm lucky to have her. Thing that sucks about love is that it just gives you something to lose. That's why we gotta make the most of the good times while we can. Because when the shit gets unreal, we might not have any time left.
The best way for me to help Aunt May, MJ, everyone back home is to be here. But being here, I just wish I was back with them. They worry about me. But the only way to ensure nobody gets hurt is to throw myself at the big, scary, Lilith-shaped problem.
We are defenders.
No way, you were in the Defenders too? Dr. Strange recruited me once, but he told me it was a secret. We were secret Defenders. Oh, wait, does that mean I shouldn't have told you? No, pretend I didn't say anything.
It is not easy, Peter. With or without a mask, people worry about us, and we worry about them.
Sounds about right. I just wish I could warn them, you know? Something. Hey, can I ask a favor?
I'm not even sure demonic horde is the appropriate term. I gotta ask Nico for a refresher on occult terminology.
How do you feel about taking down an elder god?
Can't run from the devil, as my abuelita would say. So better grab it by the horns and, well, the next part isn't safe for work. Mi abuelita is a real spark plug.
And are you prepared for the less desirable scenario where we do not make it?
Nope, I'm in complete denial. It's gonna go like this. Save the world, go home, give my brother a big hug, throw a barbecue for the neighborhood.
But you cannot leave us so quickly. We are your friends.
Yeah, we are. But I got some responsibilities back west that need attending. Feels good that so many people have my back here, though. No worries, Hunter. Whenever the Midnight Suns need me, I'll ride. Especially if it's to watch movies and kick it.
If you must go home, then go. We will be waiting for you right here in the Abbey to fight the next supernatural threat to our existence.
Deal. But also, call me for any team hangout nights that pop up.
And how are you passing the time until our big moment?
I tuned the Hell Ride for the 4th time. I read the last page of all my comics just in case. And, you know, trying to be chill before my head catches fire. Maybe I should do a 5th tune-up. The 5th time's the charm.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
SHIELD saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof. I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
So, the Midnight Sun has arrived. Despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I agree. Life is too precious. We must save everyone we can.
I thought you'd agree.
Hydra is everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you. But I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I have dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting. Don't just stand there. There are lives out there that need saving.
Good luck, Hunter. Though I'm sure you won't need it. It's wonderful to see Bruce back in the Abbey. I hope the others are not wary of him.
I do not blame them if they are. We had to fight the Hulk many times.
We all know he was under Lilith's command. We gave Wanda the opportunity to regain our trust, and we should extend that same courtesy to Bruce.
What anyone did under Lilith's control is not reflective of who they are as a person. I am happy to have him here.
It's also good for morale. Seeing Iron Man and Doctor Strange with more enthusiasm is a nice change of pace.
Do not fault the others if it takes them some time to feel comfortable.
Change isn't meant to be seamless or fast. Although I'm curious now.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing serious. But I am wondering if you think everyone who has ever done something bad is capable of changing.
Everyone is capable of redeeming themselves, but they must put in the work and show they are committed to changing.
It's nice to know we agree on that.
I get the feeling you have given second chances to those who did not deserve it.
Maybe so, but they deserve the chance to prove me wrong. If you'll excuse me, I need to introduce myself to Bruce and apologize for any bruises I left.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
During that last mission, was I the only
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I...
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
You did what you thought was right. What you thought I needed to do to survive.
But you didn't. You didn't survive. You died alone. All because I made you believe you were no more than a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
Alive, dead, slaying a renegade dragoon, I'm not going anywhere. I will haunt you for the rest of your years. You will not be able to get rid of me.
Oh, Hunter. How I love you.
And I you.
God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are going to hang back here for a bit longer. You go ahead inside.
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are. And that will get you through.
Blessings of the goddess.
Lots to talk about.
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away. Just ask. Quiet, quiet. Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Can I help you?
There's not a lot of sturdy anchor points.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
I do hope your workmates are treating you well.
Oh yeah, we've got a real dysfunctional office vibe going on back here. But if I had to pick one coworker who I said was my absolute favorite, I would have to go with Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace.
You prefer the demon in the forge to Strange?
Well, Babs is surprisingly helpful, especially for an evil entity that keeps whispering, "Kill them all," in my ear, over and over again.
Tony, should I be worried?
Well, just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Oh, so you think you are a prankster now?
Oh, I'm a pro at pranks. Just ask Strange. You two look like you're dragging a bit. Want another can of Stark Drive?
I'm, still working on my first one. If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
Whatever it means, we have to hope it is a good thing. Because the alternative
would be yet another potentially world-ending threat for us to deal with. And this one would be right here under our noses.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the Godkiller wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
An ominous presence dares enter these halls? Oh, it's you. Hello, Hunter.
You can see it in the air now. Smell it in the sky. Feel it in your bones. He is almost here. Do you know why the sky has changed its hue to that rather radioactive shade of green? That's what it looks like when the veil between two dimensions begins to bleed together and become one. Almost like a sunset. The sun is about to go down on this dimension, and all will go dark. Hunter, I'm scared. I don't want to face him alone.
Fear is the appropriate emotion for what is about to happen to you. If we do not kill you first, your master will. After he is done swallowing this world, he will turn his appetite on you.
Please, Hunter. After all I've done for you.
All you have done for me is put me in a casket.
That's not true. I sold my soul for you.
You... what?
It's the truth Sarah and Agatha have been hiding from you. They wanted you to hate me. So they kept the sacrifice I made for you a secret.
More lies. They would never do such a thing to me.
They would. And they did.
Why would you sacrifice your soul for me anyway?
Because you would have died if I didn't. A human and a member of the Blood never had a child together before. You were the first. You were so sick. I was told you weren't going to survive. So, I made a deal with him. Your life, in exchange for my soul. I gave up everything for you. My humanity, my soul, my life. Why can't you stand by my side?
If you sold your soul thinking that would give you leverage over me, that was your mistake. I owe you nothing.
I understand. I just want you to know. When you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Done with all this mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over it.
This isn't about me trying to...
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist me?
Don't forget to write.
Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
If you are not ready to share information with me, then I trust you to let me know when the time is right.
I appreciate your confidence in us. However, I fear the time may never be right. Perhaps I should tell you now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Chthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Chthon, it's made of Chthon.
I'm sorry. This is somehow worse than what I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Chthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
I am glad the blade has been under your guard, Strange. There is no one else in the Abbey who understands the power of ancient artifacts as much as you.
I'm fascinated by ancient artifacts, true. However, this one makes me want to swear them off altogether. When I stand too close to it, I can feel the energy rippling off of it. When I turn my back on it, I can sense it watching me. It's not alive, yet it's not dead either.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Chthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Chthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Need a pick-me-up?
Ready to work?
The Chaos Magic's...
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Agatha.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the God Killer, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I am not interested in it as much as it seems to be interested in me.
What do you mean?
When I came near it, the blade glowed. I feel as though it recognized me.
It recognized you?
Yes. It seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. Well, I haven't come across anything specific about the God Killer or its apparent tendency to illuminate. I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the God Killer as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the God Killer now makes that possibility very much a reality.
Yes, even if it means sacrificing my own again to do it.
I hope with all of my soul it doesn't come to that.
But I must prepare myself for the possibility that it will. That I will die.
Do not give up hope on yourself, on the life you might get to lead. You have made friends here, and I know they care about you. There are so many reasons to live.
And that is why I must do everything in my power to fight for them. even if it means I will not experience them myself.
If there's one thing I love about you the most, it's your kind heart. It deserves to go on beating.
I do not.
Oh, yes, you do. Like you said, you die for them. That's what your ancestors would call love. They would be proud. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.